Syrians are seeking greater protection from ISIS cells and killings in a new era of government. The south of the country is home to rural provinces that have been plagued by violence since former insurgents there agreed to a Russian-brokered unification deal in 2018. Residents told The National the situation also spawned cells of extremists who were intent on hunting down and killing rebels. Under a new government headed by interim President Ahmed al-Shara, residents seek security.
Southern Syria has been unstable both before and after the fall of the Assad regime in December.
The National's correspondent Lizzie Porter reported from Daraa, Syria, in an agricultural town called Sanamain.
Since Assad fell, a group called the Southern Operations Room has kind of taken over control of many areas in the south. There are also armed men, people with no formal affiliation. And there are also what people there believe to be ISIS cells. Speaking to people, there are horrific accounts of assassinations, murders, also clashes with other armed groups in the areas. Now, these ISIS cells, or what people believe are ISIS cells in the area, we're not talking a return of the caliphate. The numbers are not really precise or accurate, but people believe it's sort of hundreds rather than thousands of individuals.
Residents are proceeding with cautious hope as countrywide issues test the new Syrian government. Arab nations are planning a unified counteroffer to Donald Trump's plans to take over Gaza.
We have to keep in mind that there is a plan from Egypt and the Arab countries. We're being invited by Mohammed.
That's according to comments by King Abdullah of Jordan as he sat beside Trump after their meeting at the White House. It's all part of a new dynamic unfolding between the U.S., Egypt, and Jordan, three longtime allies. Sitting alongside King Abdullah at the White House, U.S. President Trump said this.
And the Palestinians, or the people that live now in Gaza, will be living beautifully in another location. They're going to be living safely. They're not going to be...
Both Egypt and Jordan have refused to comply with Trump's plan that would entail the displacement of Palestinians in Gaza to both countries. Egypt's President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi said he will not attend any talks in Washington as long as Trump's Gaza plan remains on the table, according to Reuters. The Egyptian presidency had previously said Trump had extended an open invitation to visit the White House, but a U.S. official said no date has been set for any such visit. The World Government Summit is closing today in Dubai. Day 2 saw addresses from members of Syria's new government and heads of the Arab League and the GCC. Assistant editor Rory Reynolds reports.
On the second day of the World Government Summit in Dubai, the future of the Middle East and its many conflicts took center stage. So too did Donald Trump's claim that the US would seize Gaza for redevelopment, with 2 million Palestinians displaced in the process. Ahmed Abu Ghait, Secretary General of the Arab League, said Mr. Trump was dragging the Middle East into a new cycle of conflict between Israel and the Arab world. Syria's Foreign Minister Assad al-Shabani also took center stage. He spoke of how the Syrian people finally had their freedom, but also of the many challenges ahead, including rebuilding the economy and convincing the West to lift Assad-era sanctions. Today, on the final day of the summit, we're sure to see a packed Madinat Jumeirah conference centre as Elon Musk speaks to a Dubai audience. We're expecting him to appear remotely, but the world's richest man is anything if predictable. If that wasn't enough to shake up proceedings, American conservative broadcaster Tucker Carlson is taking over the Museum of the Future for a special mini-summit. He'll be in conversation with two men at opposite ends of the political spectrum, Hungary's Prime Minister Viktor Orban and Professor Jeffrey Sachs, the renowned anti-poverty economist. Stay tuned.
That's all for this morning's headlines. You can get these stories and follow live updates at our site. Yasmin Al-Taji, The National.